Let's talk about the Supreme Court. Obviously, everyone has been saying this is going to be kicked up to the Supreme Court. So, A, what do you think the likelihood of that happening is? And B, what's the likely outcome here?
Yeah, again, I don't think you can predict what the outcome will be. Um, it's not a science. The Supreme Court has what we call certiorari jurisdiction, which is defined in their rules and in the statutes, but it's discretionary. It's the ultimate decider. They could decide whether they have jurisdiction. They could decide whether it's ripe. They could decide whether they want to decide all the case or part of the case or send it back. They have really unfettered discretion on how to handle this. And since we don't have any clear precedents, it's really a guessing game about, what will happen next.
Do you think Trump has a good argument then?
I think he has a number of arguments. There's another problem here, which is uniformity among the states. Now, while the presidential election, contrary to popular belief, is not a national election, it's 50 state elections, and each one of these states, pursuant to the constitutional delegation to the states to decide the time, place, and manner of elections, subject to certain qualifications elsewhere in the Constitution, you need some uniformity. Think about a case where he's taken off the ballot in one state, but not in another, or where several states take him off the ballot, with the effect that the Electoral College count on November, whatever, 2024, is skewed because certain states aren't being counted. So it's really it's a potboiler of legal issues that we don't have answers to.
Your point about uniformity is really an interesting one. So let's pretend here, hypothetically speaking, that the Colorado ruling is upheld and Trump is off the ballot. Will this cause an avalanche effect in other states?
It could. Were the Supreme Court to reach the ultimate merits and say, yes, this qualifies as a grounds for kicking him off the ballot under the 14th Amendment, I think that would be binding on every state.